See the end, they say, all we want for sin. All we want for sin, all we want for sin. See the end, they say, all we want for sin. All we want for sin, all we want for sin. Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. See the end, they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. See the end, they say, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. See the end, they say, all we want for sin. Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. See the end, they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. See the end, they say, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. See the end, they say, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. See the end, they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. See the end, they say, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. See the end, they say, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for sin. Vote without violence. Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. See the end, they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. TD and they say, all we want for sin. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. TD and they say, all we want for sin. All we want for sin. All we want for sin.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of Breakfast with TDN. I am Franklyn Williams. Today's story of Breakfast with TDN.
Now the time we for better, we country, we for come together.
What's this?
That's a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. Live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace, vote without violence. TD and they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace, vote without violence. TD and they say, all we want for see, vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see, vote without violence. TD and they say, all we want for sin. All we want for sin. All we want for sin.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of Breakfast with TDN. Breakfast with TDN is a news and current affairs program which comes up every Mondays to Fridays, 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. In today's edition of Breakfast with TDN, the All People's Congress Party accuses the Sierra Leone People's Party of political intimidation. And Dr. Sylvia Blyden begins work as a medical doctor at the Connaught Hospital. Then the security sector in Sierra Leone assured the EU observer mission in terms of peace in the country. All these and more we have for you in a program this morning. We'll take a short break and I'll be back.
Now the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace, vote without violence. TD and they say, vote without violence.
Dr. Sylvia Blyden has resumed work as medical doctor at the Connaught Hospital. Renowned politician and physician Dr. Sylvia Blyden has resumed work as a medical doctor in the field of medicine, as she proudly announced on her Facebook page yesterday, May 24th, 2023. After a period of hiatus, Dr. Blyden shared exciting news with her followers, expressing her gratitude to her sisters, Babsi, Cheryl, and Fatima, for inspiring her to reclaim a medical license. With a license in hand, Dr. Blyden wasted no time in joining the dedicated team at Connaught Hospital. Beginning her journey as an in-house medical officer, she embarked on her first day of work today, ready to make a positive impact in the lives of patients. Displaying her enthusiasm, Dr. Blyden posted pictures of herself standing proudly in front of Connaught Hospital and later relaxing in the doctor's common room. Radiating confidence and embracing her cute doctor looks, Dr. Blyden expressed her gratitude to her new colleagues for her warm welcome and support. As the day progressed, she eagerly completed her ward rounds under the direct supervision of her excellent consultant doctor, which she found incredibly fulfilling. While Dr. Blyden plans to take a short break in the coming days to attend to personal matters, she intends to resume her daily work at Connaught Hospital in June 2023. Furthermore, she aims to broaden her experience by undertaking rotations at other hospitals in the future. Her post below stated, "Thanks to my sisters, Babsi, Cheryl, and Fatima, for inspiring me to go collect my license and return to field of medicine. Happy to report to my fans and followers that I have started working as a medical doctor at Connaught Hospital today, May 24th, 2023. I have started as an in-house medical officer. I'm shown standing in front of Connaught Hospital, and after finishing ward rounds, I'm shown relaxing in doctor's common room. I also have my cute doctor looks as I stepped out of my office this morning. My doctor colleagues made me feel so welcome today. They look all these lovely pictures of me at Connaught Hospital. After a few days of practicing here at Connaught, I will take a short break to handle some other personal issues, and then I'll resume work at Connaught Hospital next month, and later do rotation at other hospitals. Meanwhile, today was great. I worked under direct supervision of an excellent consultant doctor, and it was quite fulfilling." That was Dr. Sylvia Blyden in a Facebook post resuming work as a medical doctor. And she stated there saying she will resume work next month, and after solving her personal issues. Moving away from that, we now take the APC political party, wherein they accused the SLPP political party of political intimidation. The All People's Congress Party has accused, in a press release, has accused the Sierra Leone People's Party of political intimidation. The party has raised serious concerns about the ongoing attacks and intimidation faced by its members in the southeastern region of the country, particularly in the Pujaun district. The party accuses the ruling Sierra Leone People's Party of orchestrating the violence and calls for immediate international intervention to accuse the escalating situation. The statement highlights an incident that occurred on May 17, 2023, during the nomination of APC candidates for members of parliament by Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone. After the nomination, APC candidates and their supporters peacefully dispersed to their respective towns and villages. However, in Forindu Ferry village, Pujaun district, a celebratory gathering organized by APC MP candidate Massa Pakanya Rogers was violently interrupted by local authorities and community youths. The situation quickly turned hostile as the youth pelted the house with stones and other projectiles, forcibly entered the premises and attacked several APC supporters, including Massa Kakpenya Rogers and Alleges Stephen. Old Man Kaikai, Musa Sisse, Mohamed French, and Frederick Fortune. The deputy APC chairman for constituency 100, Mohamed Blah, was severely beaten, tied up, and is currently detained in Pujaun pending transfer to Bo. Moreover, the Deputy Section Chief, Pam Mohamed Bakanya, in collaboration with Swari Kukpa, assistants to the Regent Chief of the Peri Chiefdom, banished long-term community residents. The press statement further claims that the police have arrested while the SLPP perpetrators remain unpunished. The APC has reported the incidents to the Inspector General of Police, but has not received any satisfactory response. Expressing concern about the deteriorating democratic situation ahead of the June 24, 2023 general elections, the APC calls for immediate intervention from the Political Parties Registration Commission, which is the PPRC, and the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, which is the ECSL, and the international community to address the ongoing intimidation and harassment of its members. That was the APC party in relation to the intimidation they have been facing by the SLPP party, and they have released a press release addressing the issues they have been encountering on the hands of the Sierra Leone People's Party. And the press release was copied by the ECSL, the PPRC, and other international bodies. Moving away from that, we now take a look at an incident which occurred yesterday night at around 9 to 9:30 p.m. And we all are aware of the incident which took place wherein heavy wind struck down the famous cotton tree which has existed for 231 years. And yesterday we were on social media and we had pictures and photos of the cotton tree being struck down by heavy winds. And these are photos of the famous cotton tree being struck down by the winds. And yesterday, people were at the cotton tree, and our reporters and cameramen were there as well. The famous cotton tree destroyed cars, and we are yet to see whether it destroyed lives as well. But the picture showing there, it's a photo of a car being destroyed by the cotton tree. And yesterday on social media, people were making fun of it, but we can see that the famous cotton tree lasted or existed for 231 years. And this cotton tree has been a beautification of our city, Freetown. And we don't know after this what will happen and whether they will continue to grow the cotton tree or whether there will be a new structure being erected there. But as we move along, we'll show you and we'll bring a report of the particular cotton tree. And we want to say that it is appalling, and also it is very bad because people were devastated yesterday because the famous cotton tree has been in existence for 231 years. And we also saw wherein the mayoral aspirant for the SLPP party was there yesterday, who is gentle, and we also saw wherein the APC candidate for the position of the mayor went on Facebook, posted a post regarding the famous cotton tree. And we've seen several people, we saw photos of people holding vultures and also saying that the vultures which has existed, which normally sits on the cotton tree, has also been destroyed by the heavy winds. And Some immovable vultures were there as well, and people were selling it for 20,000 leones. And it's very bad, at least. And this makes people making caricature of it, saying that we have lots of chickens. But in a point in time like this, the famous cotton tree has been an historic a historic statue wherein people who normally visit the city of Freetown, when they want to easily identify buildings near the cotton tree, they will just say like the Sierra Leone Commercial Bank located opposite the cotton tree, or wherein the High Court of Sierra Leone positioning right in front of the cotton tree. And we know that in that axis we have the State Avenue, and we also have the Pademba Road and the Shaka Stevens Street in that particular axis. And in front of the cotton tree we have the petrol station there as well. But we are yet to witness any casualty regarding that, because yesterday there was heavy floods in Freetown, and the major thing that attracted Sierra Leoneans was the falling down of the cotton tree by the heavy winds that blown yesterday. And moving away from that particular story, we now move on to the security sector, wherein they gives assurance to the EU observer mission in Sierra Leone. The national security sector gave assurance to the EU yesterday, as the country's security sector is fully prepared to create an enabling environment for the upcoming general elections. The meeting took place following a courtesy call by the EU Permanent Mission and the EU Elections Observer Mission to Sierra Leone. During the meeting, the NS Code welcomed the EU team and discussed the purpose of their visit. The EU team of their visit, the EU Chief Observer expressed appreciation for the warm welcome and explained that their mission was invited by the Electoral Commission and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation to observe the forthcoming elections. Updating the EU team on the current security situation in the country, the NS Code stated that intelligence and security assessment indicates relative calm and tranquility across Sierra Leone. He outlined the preparations and activities of the security sector in assuring the security of the elections. The National Security Sector Coordinator highlighted the activation of the Integrated Elections Security Planning Committee, coordinated by the ONS, which is responsible for the administration and coordination of security during the election. The NS Code also mentioned engagement with decentralized security structures across the country, aimed at strengthening synergy among security sector agencies and assessing their preparedness to support the Electoral Commission. Incident command centers and forward control points have been reactivated at provincial and district levels, respectively, to facilitate the operationalization of security information and intelligence alongside the National Joint Operations Center. To support information and intelligence collection, analysis and dissemination, the National Situation Room and the IEPSC Secretariat have been activated. The EU observer expressed gratitude for the comprehensive briefing and emphasized that the EU's mission in Sierra Leone is to support the electoral processes and promote democracy. The Deputy Chief Observer, EU Election Observer Mission in Sierra Leone, also thanks the ONS and NX Code promised to provide urgently She requested information regarding hotspots or flashpoints that the mission should monitor during their activities, to which the NS Court agreed to provide in subsequent engagement. And the meeting was attended by the Deputy National Security Coordinator of the ONS and the EU Ambassador to Sierra Leone, the EU Legal and Security Analyst and representative from the ONS Strategic Communication and Spokesperson Unit. That was the National Security Sector Coordinator with the EU Observer Mission. They are assuring the EU Observer Mission of their preparedness in terms of the June 24th elections. And the coordinator outlined the various activities they will be undertaking, and also he assured the EU Observer Chief they are saying that they are ready and they will give their support regarding security in the country. As the EU, day before yesterday, put out a notice saying that they will shut down any radio stations that is not authorized by the ECSL to pronounce election result. And the NS coordinator there stated they are ready to partner with the ECSL and also the EU Observer Mission there regarding security in the country. And they have actually reactivated the two centers which has been in existence and in the regional and also in Freetown as well, because they are assuring Sierra Leoneans of security regarding the elections and also after the elections, because they will try to make it possible in terms of giving Sierra Leonean the security they need regarding the elections. And also they have been trying in protecting the political candidates, and we've seen wherein the political candidates are given enough security in the coming elections, because we've seen wherein in their campaigns there have been massive security sector there. And we'll now take a short break. When we come back, we would like to connect with our reporters who are presently at the cotton tree. We'll now take the short break.
Mama say put me online now. I need education, I need information and news. TDA will let you know. We bring the entertainment, we bring it the people too. We don't just do the talk, we verifying before reporting. We don't just do the talking, we verifying before reporting. In independence and credibility. Voting peace. Till the end they say, all we want for sin. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Till the end they say, all we want for sin. All we want for sin. All we want for sin. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for sin. Without violence. All we want for sin.
Welcome back. In case you are just joining us, this is the Breakfast Show with TDN, and I am Franklyn Williams. moving on with the show this morning, the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists has ended a day session in Bo, wherein our reporter Sam Yanguba sent in an interview with the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists regarding the proportional representative system. Let's have a watch.
Mr. Musa tell you about an engagement we dislike get a role for play. Journalism get a role for play. We ensure better sensitization on this PR system, the upcoming 2020 general elections. So you give for help journalists?
All right, thank you so much. This is an engagement we organized by the Native Consortium. We're in a civil society outlet. We bring civil societies now the southern region, the media and some other stakeholders and for see how they popularize the PR system. The PR system, they tell they use 1996. We plenty of be done at that time. So a lot of we now waiting at the media world, a lot of we now maybe in our first or second time with the votes, they find it very difficult to understand the PR system. So Native Consortium, a civil society outlet, decide for bring journalists them and civil society and stakeholders them for popularize the PR system. We are in the go educate people them waiting at this PR system, what is the actual PR system mean and how it work. So the engagements today they around that one they for popularize the PR system at Southern region.
So what's the role of the journalists then in sensitize people around that?
Well, say we as journalists now we they set the stage, you understand, and we always they serve the community, our various communities also the friend self. So bringing the journalism a very good one way. The journalism will serve as as ambassadors. We are then they go back at the various media outlets them, they educate people there, because if you train the journalists about the PR system, I think you don't train almost a whole district or a whole community, because that journalism will serve as an ambassador, because we communities the more we day and society nowadays plenty people lack for your information from the radio. No matter what they will can't tell you outside the radio, they will say radio not talk about it. So if they train the journalism go on a radio at the various radio outlets them, they sensitize people there about the PR system, whether the PR system and how it works. I think that's a very big boost. So that at the essence make them bring journalism at across the southern region for make themselves can be part of this particular engagement here. So themselves will serve as an ambassador for sending out this particular message.
So it don't be the intervention of sludge at the region.
Well, of course, you know, see we're part of the training and we're part of the process. So we also they engage other organizations them for trained journalists, because the journalists the way they are not that much enough. You understand? So large at the region self they engage other organizations and for see how they go bring in more journalism, because this training also for mainly focus on journalism, because we get the role for play, we get a bigger role for play than any other organization where they think. So large at the south they engage other organizations them for bring camp similar trainings them, so that they will train enough journalism. So when they train enough journalism themselves will be able to day out and able to sensitize people there about the PR.
That was reporter Sam Yanguba speaking with the SLAJ regional chairman in the southern province regarding the proportional representative system and other crucial things that a journalist should know in terms of the electioneering process. And also that was a day session they had with journalists in the Bo district. And we've seen wherein journalists are being trained in terms of reporting and also how they should conduct themselves regarding the elections. And moving on, talking about elections, we've now seen wherein Sierra Leone and Guinea are signed a memorandum of understanding regarding ballot boxes. And the Sierra Leone and Guinea have signed a memorandum of understanding regarding the June 24th election. And the purpose of the MOU is to establish an agreement for the use of 11,000 Guinean ballot boxes in the upcoming elections in Sierra Leone, which is scheduled for June 24th, 2023. The signing ceremony is organized jointly by the Ministry of Territorial Administration and Decentralization, which is responsible for elections administration in Guinea. and the Sierra Leonean Embassy in Guinea. The Minister of Territorial Administration and Decentralization, Maury Condé, chairs the ceremony. Several ministers were present, including the Ministers of Foreign Affairs, African Integration, and Guineans abroad, Agriculture and Breeding, and Post and Telecommunication, namely Dr. Maurice Sanda Kuyate, Mr. Muhammadu Nangela Bari. And during the ceremony, Mr. Maury Condé, on behalf of the Guinean government, expresses its country's commitment to fostering bilateral relationships with Sierra Leone and providing assistance when necessary. He highlights Guinea's role as a pioneer of Pan-Africanism and emphasizes the importance of promoting exchange of ideas and materials in the area of government within Africa. In response, Chairman Mohamed K. Kone conveys warm greetings from the government and people of Sierra Leone, acknowledging the historical and familiar ties between the two countries. He expresses gratitude to the Guinean authorities for their generosity, emphasizing that their support motivates APCSL to work even harder to ensure the successful conduct of credible elections in Sierra Leone. Chairman Kone assures that the electoral materials will be well taken care of and returned in good condition. He acknowledges the significant impact that Guinea's support will have on their success. Finally, the meeting concludes with the official signing of the MOU between the two countries. That was the Sierra Leone and Guinea signing the Memorandum of Understanding. Well, our reporters are presently live at the cotton tree, and we would like to connect with our reporter. Hello. Hello, and welcome to the breakfast show.
Hello,
with
Franklyn.
Ibrahim. Hello, Ibrahim.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, Franklyn, thank you very much. Yeah, Franklyn.
Ibrahim, can you please describe the situation presently at the cotton tree?
Yeah, okay, yes. We are at the 43 presently. As you can see, back of me, work has been going on from yesterday night. We find out that the soldiers are already here in the place to see how best they can clear the environment. So the keke vehicle can pass through. So you can see the work is still going on. Far from where I'm standing, you can see it's all in tree. When the tree fall, it fall on the building, and the building now has been ruined. So this is presently the situation here at 23. Frankly,
Ibrahim, hold on. I'm seeing people with uniforms. Who are these people?
people with uniforms, some of them are the soldiers, some of them are the workers who are working presently to see how best they can clear the street and people can pass through. So the people you are seeing with uniforms, some of them are soldiers and some of them are the workers working assiduously to see how best things can go on well and vehicles can pass through.
And also, Ibrahim, have you been able to interview one or two people regarding the incident which took place yesterday night?
Yes, before we talked to behind the camera, who we are here tonight, they said this is shocking. It has never been before. Where at times branches may fall from the tree, but to see the whole tree coming down, it's really shocking for them. So, but we can go and talk to some of them later on. Whilst you are doing the live program, frankly.
And finally, Ibrahim, has there been any key representative from the government or any political figure present at the cutting tree?
Since we came here, we have not seen any of them. But we have seen the personnel, we have seen journalists, we have seen Freetown City Council workers, we have seen most of uh, majority of the people here are ordinary Sierra Leoneans watching the process, what entails, what the reason for the tree to fall down, and how best the whole team here can work so that people can pass through.
Ibrahim, you know that
Yes,
the
Franklyn.
cotton tree area is a main spot wherein vehicles normally use. We have important offices residing
Exactly.
around the cotton tree. How have they been able to, the police been able to direct vehicles and people?
Um, there is a challenge, Franklin. There is a serious challenge for people to flow through. When coming this morning to this place, we had so many challenges. We had to come down from the keke we are using and took bike rather to be here at 23 now. So for people to pass through, it's very difficult. It's seriously difficult. I think that is one of the reasons they are working very fast. The work from yesterday night up to this morning, they are working very fast to clear the area so people can pass through. I believe that is one of the reasons. And as you mentioned, this is a working environment where big offices are here to see how for you for vehicle to pass through it's a challenge. So the
Um,
only thing now they should do is to clear the area and see how best this vehicle can pass through and these offices and these workers can have access to their offices.
Ibrahim, finally, has there
Yes,
been
please.
any reports of any casualty yesterday?
From yesterday night, I think there is only a car wherein the car was passing through, then the tree fall on the car. But there is no individual involved, there is no fatal accident, nothing like such. So there is only a car hit when the tree fall. Yeah.
Okay, plenty thanks to you, Ibrahim, for bringing us live reports of things happening at the cotton tree. That was our reporter, Ibrahim, at the cotton tree. They are giving us live reports. And we all know what happened yesterday. And thank goodness, no casualty has been reported. And we continue with the breakfast show, and we'll be able to join Ibrahim as we move along. We continue with another report wherein the Deputy Secretary General, Ramatu Kamara, who is a market woman, spoke with a reporter concerning the general elections and also the increase in high prices of commodities. Let's take a watch of that particular interview.
We understand say na the organization na also. So what's your position?
In a set second.
Now let's send the comment. Tell we wetin are some of the things say na the organization.
Like me, I dey sell yabas. And yabas right now they buy 870,000 the bag. And if we don't buy 870,000, we save up or sell for low pool we dey sell one yabas 5,000, 4,000, 6,000 the small one. For low sell for pool low we get.
From the price control also, let us take you back to election. You understand say we for election?
Yes sir.
So when?
July 24.
So
June 25.
Okay, so how na don prepare as market woman then?
As market woman, we prepare for a new government. We need changes in our country because things that they go one way we not sell well. Look price control no dey, market enjoy just they go up rapidly. They not put price on dollar, they go up. And now we go for buy markets in a shop, pass the shop man, they tell you say dollar go up, una go ask una government. And that back up they give it.
Okay. But then don't also you understand saying they don't pull like the pants, you know so?
Yes sir.
How you see the importance of it?
Eh, me face black like car. Me oyala so. Me face black. Father ID card.
Somebody could say like a 2 million and not to get something like a star, so what's now on our level of preparation?
This particular election, we prepare for vote for the right president. Already, this election already bang because we need changes. We need changes.
Now, when we come to the Alleges and other things, so what are the word of caution we get from the company to man them, take to the political party?
Me na beg a de beg, me na to man them. Do ya, the other way saying they vote, they are me and let them vote. If you want to country change na for vote for the right owner of the country. Do ya market man and the political party them vote for party where people say we can salon go gladly. Not a salon for fly, salon for gladly for happy.
That was our reporters speaking with the Secretary General of the Market Women in the city. And also, she said that they are prepared, and she also talked about the high prices of commodities in the country, and she's trying to plead with the government regarding that particular incident. Moving along with our program this morning, the ECSL Port Local District sensitized the people on the proportional representatives voting pattern and also the violence-free election. Let's have a watch of that particular thing and we'll be back.
TDN News for Block 4, when we start reporting presently here at Military Junction.
This is a group from ECSL Sierra Leone, electoral commission for Sierra Leone, where we don't call Trade, Donek, where they to Donek,
educating people about how to vote.
electoral commission
part of
for
them
Sierra
are
Leone.
ward coordinators. These are ward coordinators representing different wards. All the 37 wards different languages per se. Then Creole and Temne, as you are seeing, one of the ward coordinators this is the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone. Here is the entrance of the block 4, that is called the Military Junction. Here the ECSL are embarking on a sensitization of the PR system and non-violent
election. My fatamu bauro skule, pepe yamba go skule. My body betra roche because election and the rest of my vote election national election returning officer Mr. Mohamed Korem. Kodobama Mari Makatorisu pepe minawin pepe munawine Rankati munawini obaasa Mari tori mutik paye etiyemo yabo Sore Konowin, Almodo, Orokobo, Ade, ICSL, and Bayagro Tawuni, Tanti, Tambot, of their playground. I need party, come on, some agents, Doma Vote, come on, Konakili, come on, Pentas, come on, Pangista, come on, Bal, come on, Reporteronu, Amala, Afum, Ayabo Tatamu, Tati, Ampanga, a PR system. O President, Ayetuma, Tada President, Afumati. Back in the tea come ballot paper because Kobate and again Anglo Comatella are members of parliament on local Atama constituency Kake Atamasa constituency Kobate PR system a district down district Atama don't get me. Violence-free election. Not to say that the messenger with the carry, but they also bring entertainment.
Moving away from that particular thing, yesterday at around 9 to 9:30 p.m., we are alerted by the images of the cotton tree, which has existed for 231 years, and the heavy winds that blown yesterday struck cotton tree, which has been beautification, and also in that particular axis we have important buildings and offices like the Lockhart building and petrol stations there as well, and we also have the NASIT office, and people has been using this particular area, and we, according to our reporter which we just spoke with, he said that there has not been any reports of casualty at the area, and only a vehicle was destroyed, and we showed you the vehicle that was destroyed there as well. And we've been trying to connect again with our reporter who are presently at the scene, and we, as soon as they joined us, we'll try to connect with them again. But in the show this morning, it has been an exciting thing we've discussed here, wherein the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists ended a day session with the people in Bo concerning the PR system, and also seen wherein the APC party has accused the Sierra Leone People's Party of political intimidation, and they outlined their concerns in a press release, which they copied the ECSL and the PPRC and other civil society in the country. And we also saw wherein Dr. Sylvia Blyden, who is a renowned politician in the country, has begun work as the medical doctor at the Connaught Hospital. But she will take a break due to personal reasons, and she will resume work again at the Connaught Hospital and also in other subsequent hospitals in the country. And this is very interesting because we normally know, some people normally know Dr. Sylvia Blyden to be a politician, but they did not know that she is a medical doctor and a physician as well. And it will be some kind of interesting thing there wherein people will be seeing Dr. Sylvia Blyden at the Connaught hospitals every day. And also the national security sector has given their assurances to the election observers mission in Sierra Leone, which is the EU Observers Mission in Sierra Leone, and assuring them of their support and also of their dedication towards the June 24th elections. And lastly, we've discussed wherein the Sierra Leone and Guinea assigned a memorandum of understanding regarding ballot boxes, and 11,000 ballot boxes will be given to Sierra Leone in regards to the June 24th elections. As you know, this is a Sierra Leone and Guinea assigned this bilateral agreement between these two countries. We would like to say special thanks to our reporters for bringing us live reports and also the interviews which they conducted with the different people there, and also special thanks to the TDN media team for their production. And I've been your presenter this morning. We would like you to join us again in the next program, which is the Salon Talk, as we'll continue to bring you live reports of the country as we bring you live footage of things that has been unfolding. I've been your presenter, Franklyn Williams.
All we want was violence. TDN they say, all we want was violence. All we want was all we want was violence. Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote with violence.